Hey, I'm Steph, and I'm obsessed with all things travel, marketing, branding, and helping you stand out from the crowd. In just under 2 years, I went from being a home-based travel agent with zero clue how to make it work in the digital world to launching an international ranking travel podcast and creating an online course to help travel agents in lead generation. Here's one thing I know for sure. There has never in the history of the world been a better time to create the travel business you've always wanted. All you need is an actionable strategy and someone to show you the way. Picture this, we're going to spend the next hour of our time together at the Swim Up Pool Bar, where over a cocktail, we deep dive into travel-related topics, mixed with a little classroom training. This show is dedicated to encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone and into your travel business. I'll show you how I did it and how you can too. Hit subscribe now and let's get into it. If you're a travel agent wanting to onboard your perfect fit clients into your biz, download my free cheat sheet for lead generation systems you can use right now. Head to stephaniemyers.academy/cheat sheet. You're listening to Unplug in Paradise, the podcast. Hey there, and welcome to episode 3 of Travel by Stephanie, the social podcast. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Stephanie Myers, and a big warm welcome to you. Thanks for joining the show. If you're a loyal listener and have been following my journey on podcasting so far, a big shout out to you for all of your love and support. I've been really loving your words of encouragement. It has been so great for me. So thank you very much for each of you who have given me a little push that I need to get into this field. Now, today's episode is a follow-on from my interview with Zoe Gentle from Club Med. If you haven't heard that one already, can I suggest that you pause this episode right now and jump over to and listen to it first. It is episode number 2. You won't be sorry you did, as Zoe provides a really thorough overview of Club Med as a brand. And while we get to know her quite well, we still have lots of topics to chat about with her. So stay tuned for our next episode together. So, if you're all up to date with my episodes and you're still here, then let's dive in and talk about how we go about preparing for a holiday. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. My fellow travel agents out there would definitely be feeling me here. Often there are certain things in life that can't help but hinder the idea of planning a holiday, which kind of sucks the fun out of it, doesn't it? In that case, one tip would be ensuring you give yourself plenty of time. Yep, you guessed it. The one thing we all stress about all the time is time management. But let me explain why this is so important. Why? Because there's only 24 hours in the day. And to those mums and dads listening, you've got kids, a family, a house, and probably a pet of some description. And let's face it, you're busy a lot of the time, and I totally get that. Geez, some weeks I swear I'm lucky to even wash my hair. So I definitely know what that rushed off your feet feeling is. I know it oh too well. So the key thing is that by allowing ourselves plenty of time to plan properly, this can also give you the time to cultivate exactly what your holiday you're dreaming about if you didn't have a clear vision before. Having an idea what is realistic and just what isn't in the ballpark. You might jump online, scrolling through the thousands of websites just to gain some clarity on destinations and what's out there in the marketplace. So all of these websites, they're all offering rip your arm off deals, book now, which may or may not be the right fit for your family or ideal, but they are pretty enticing nonetheless. But after all of that, you may also not be as clear-minded about your travel plans now. You've got way too many options at your fingertips, and to be honest, you're most likely feeling like a squandering mess. So my second tip would be to try not to overindulge on the website trawling for your travel inspo. I mean, go for it. Go on, save all the photos, screenshot all of the information and refer back. I do this a lot for myself as well, which is great, but make sure while you're dreaming that it's the right fit for you before you start getting your heart set on something. A really fun way to discuss your travel plans together as a family is to involve the kids in the conversation. You could grab them some travel maps or travel brochures or anything travel related and get them running out ideas to you on what kind of experience they'd like to have. Imagine how nice it would be for your family to have made a team effort in the decision-making process for your next trip. So cool, hey? Another fun thing you could do, and you don't have to be super creative to do this, is to get some travel magazines or some old travel brochures and create a collage or a vision board of all the destinations you come up with. What a really cool way to show your little ones that there is such a big wide world out there outside of their own backyard. Tip number 3 would be to create a budget or a savings account and work out what will be the best way for you to put away the cash you need for when you go away. This idea has come to me from a number of my clients who, for starters, are serial budgeters. They work out how many weeks are in between now and when their final balances are due. They calculate the amount that they need to set aside each week or each fortnight to put towards their travel file. The thing I love about being an MTA mobile travel agent, and this is a pretty big one, is the options I'm able to provide travellers when they book with me. I mean, you're more than likely paying bills each week online or via the app on your phone and putting money toward all these things that just to keep life running. Am I right? I know I am. So why not start a travel account where you have your unique billing code for BPay and each week add a little more to the kitty, and before you know it, you will have that holiday you've saved up for in no time at all. Let's start looking at holidays and time away as a return on your investment, because at the end of the day, we all work so hard. Why not reward ourselves with the opportunity of creating unique memories together? And I have a quick memory for you as I deviate quickly. In the early 90s, my family booked a hotel spa room at SeaWorld Nara Resort. Excuse the plane flying over. I live very close by to the Gold Coast Airport and I'm right in the flight path, which kind of sets the scene for the podcast. So back to what I was saying, my family had booked a hotel spa room at the SeaWorld Nara Resort, and this is when Mr. Jim Nara from Japan owned it and was sending a lot of Japanese tourists to the Gold Coast. My dad had booked this trip to celebrate my birthday, and as kids, growing up in a small beach town with less than 100 residents in population, anytime we'd venture outside of our little beach town on a holiday was such a massive thing for us. And gosh, didn't we have the time of our lives, and we hadn't even left our hotel room. We hadn't even gone into the park yet at this point. I think we were just so chuffed with having a hotel room with fans and TVs and air conditioners and buttons and all sorts of strange, weird and wonderful things we'd never seen before. But my dad had filled up the spa bath to the rim, and us kids were all taking turns bombing into the spa, and by the time we were finished, there was water and soap absolutely all over the bathroom. The place was drenched. The housekeeper was so confused as to why we needed all these towels. But it was to mop out our water park that we had actually created inside of the room. And it was so much fun. Let's just say that if I had continued bombing bathtubs into my career and it became a known fact, I probably would never be invited on any familles or any hotels inspections. Anyway, if you're planning a holiday or in the planning phase and need any help with the rhythm of things, sing out. My details are in the show notes. If you ever have any questions, let me know and I'll be more than happy to help with them. Or if you have an agent that you work with, seek them out. Travel agents are worth their weight in gold, and we're here to assist in making your travel experiences a seamless one. So don't hesitate, even if it's a quick email to ask a quick question. We're not sitting here, wishing that you'd spend $1 million straight away as soon as you make contact with us. This is why we're here. We're here to support and we're here to assist you in your journeys. Okay, guys, that's it from me today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the episodes, and if you have any feedback at all or any questions, please feel free to let me know. And if you are enjoying my podcast journey, I hope you are, I'd love it if you could subscribe and leave me a 5-star review. It all helps in the numbers game, guys, so yourself and others get the chance to listen to small businesses like me delivering quality content to your earbuds. Until next time, thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.